Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday. It is almost 7 o'clock. I'm back from my world travels. Well, the UK anyway, so not quite the same as the whole world, but I'm here and I've got a cute card and two workshops to share with you too. So I'm a whisker early. The gadgets are gadgeting and all is well with the world. So let's get this going and let's hope that this stays with me however I want it to. All right, okay. Okie dokie. So I thought first of all I would share with you the new workshop. I've got two workshops. I've been working like crazy. This is the first one I shared with you the other day, and this is the Beautiful Ordinary Life. I created two double layouts and a double layout, a single layout and a card. So I just thought I'd give you a whole range of stuff to make with this. Now if you say, oh well, I don't always make scrapbook layouts, well your cards will give you inspiration to make more, and if you say I don't make cards, then you've got more paper left to make another scrapbook page and turn it into a double layout. So I thought I'd share it super quickly. I've used the Beautiful Ordinary Life paper and sticker sheet, the cardstock, white cardstock for bases, obviously, the Floral Flight Accents, which are these black chipboard die cuts, rhinestone jewels, because we always need a bit of bling, right? And 3D foam tape is a must-have. Okay, we've also used a little bit of Wink Stella, and then your usual basic supplies, adhesive, paper trimmer. I'm going to show you super quickly, because then I want to show you the next artwork I've got. So here's the card that I created. Super cute, super easy. Wink Stella on it, a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shine. Not sure if it picks it up on the camera. And then this is the double layout. We've got lovely, and then we've got some journaling. Here are those fabulous die cuts. And then a single page layout as well. Super, super pretty. Lots of rhinestones for some bling and sparkle. We love that. Cutting guide is already done. So this is what I want to get to, is the cutting guide. When you purchase the items for one of my classes, you will get a PDF. You can save it to your computer, you can print it off, you can use it and look at it online however you want. I'll send it through by email or Facebook Messenger or whatever, and it gives you the complete cutting guide for this, and it tells you which paper you're using. It gives you a picture and then it shows you how to cut the paper. So and you get that for free. That's my gift to you for purchasing the items for the class. So that's what that's about. So why am I telling you that? Because in May our product of the month is the vellum, which is unbelievable, and I'm just trying to find mine, and I've put it somewhere safe, and it's so safe. I can't find it because I have been creating artwork like a maniac since I got back. I got back late Friday night and I have worked every single day since, including Memorial Day. Yes, I worked till 10:30 at night on Memorial Day. But anyway, this is that vellum. So I'm just trying to separate it out so you get to see all of the sheets. And then I'll pull them out and I'll put some white cardstock behind them. And then you'll be able to see the patterns a little bit clearer. Sorry, I should have got these out ahead of time. And guess what? I didn't. Right, and it's super slithery. So what I really like about this is the fact that it is such a high quality vellum. It's really thick. You know, sometimes you get vellum and it's like flippity floppity. This isn't. This is like super, super thick. You can see how well it's holding on itself. So you have this really pretty lavender or shades of lavender, fresh freesia it is, but it almost kind of reminds me of that lavendery, pinky lavender colour, wisteria almost. And it has this fun check on it. So it's not an even check. So it's very organic the way that pattern is. Super fun. So you can see it, and it still has the see-through of it, even though it's thicker. The other more plain pattern is this one. This is Peaceful Pine, and it has these itty-bitty little dots scattered all over it. So fun. It makes a great background. The fun thing about this is you can have it and you can layer these up together. As you can see, it's because it's that little bit stiffer, it does have some opacity to it, or you can put it, if you want the colour to be brighter, you just pop a little bit of white paper behind it and it really does pop. All right, the next one is a very detailed sheet. Look at that paper. Isn't that beautiful? Again, it just is so much detail on it, and it has that little bit of thickness to it. And you'll see where I've used the new Golden Glow shimmer brush over the top of the Golden Glow berries, just to add that little bit of sparkle to it as well. And it didn't distort at all. Plus, I used our tape runner, the Stamp and Seal tape runner behind it, and it didn't show through. I absolutely love that. Love it when you're able to hide it. If you're going to use 3D foam tape, what I did is I put it behind the darker areas of the images, and that worked really, really well. And then the final piece, and you get 3 sheets of each of these patterns, is this pattern here. And again, you can use this on its own, just as is, or what I did is I took my scissors and I fussy cut around pretty much every single image on this sheet. Now, some of these smaller images not, but the larger of the bluer images, and then the berries and the yellow and the pink berries and the leaves, obviously I cut these apart. So this is where I got all of my embellishments. So how do you get this paper? So 12 sheets of vellum, love that, 3 of each of these 4 designs. Okay, they unlock with a qualifying order of $75. You can get this 12 pack of vellum for just $5. And sometimes it's a stamp set, sometimes it's ribbon, sometimes it's paper. It could be all sorts of things. But what I love about this is that I have created a 3 single page layout, which you could turn into double layouts if you wanted to, using this paper. So it's a free class when you qualify for this vellum from me. And again, I'll send you the cutting guide. Is already done, ready to go. So do you love that? Like I told you, I have bust my butt since I got back from England. So I did design a little card. How cute is that? I added some scraps of blue cardstock. If you don't have the blue, you could pick up a purple or you could pick up a green. This is Strawberry Slush. This is Golden Glow. This is Fresh Freesia. You could use a coordinating colour. Absolutely up to you. I had some ribbon that matched the cardstock. It's no longer available, but it doesn't matter. Pick a colour that you have, that you like, that coordinates with it, and you can absolutely use it. You can see where I've hand trimmed out those little flowers to decorate it, and added some rhinestones to it. So I used the Berry Botanical Vellum. I used the Golden Glow shimmer brush. You can just see it. These berries look a little bit darker and they do sparkle. I know they don't show on camera, but they do. The Rhinestone Basic Jewels, which I used on the class ahead that I just showed you. So it's those same jewels that you can use on both of these 2 classes that I'm sharing with you tonight. Okay, so make most bang for your buck. And then I used some Misty Moonlight cardstock, or the colour of your choice, and then ribbon of choice. I used Misty Moonlight ink because I used Misty Moonlight cardstock. So again, if you're using Fresh Freesia, use Fresh Freesia ink. If you're using Strawberry Slush, use Strawberry Slush, and so on. It's not difficult. Okay, let's share these layouts because they are super pretty. Again, use that shimmer brush. I've spattered it in the background of the layout. I'm hoping you can see it. Plus coloured in those yellow dots on the paper. On here, I used that shimmer brush in the background. I painted cardstock. I used it on the vellum. And like I said, it doesn't distort. And then my last layout, which I think is probably my favourite, again, using that Golden Glow in the background, spattered all over, and then on the vellum as well. So both of those classes ready to roll. You order the product, I send you the workshop, and you can create, and we love that. Right, so using that paper, that first paper that I showed you, I have lost my project. Okay, it's here. I know it's here because I've got it out ready. What, Sarah? Focus. I know the ADHD, the Chaos Goblin has just kicked in. Did you notice that? I've been busting my butt. I'm leaving for Alaska on Sunday. If I ever get my butt in gear and register on the cruise ship, which I still haven't done, that is tonight's job. After this class, my husband is going, what time are we leaving on Sunday? And I keep telling him, I have no idea because I haven't checked in. So using the paper that I shared with you right at the beginning, the Beautiful Ordinary Life, you can see these patterns, the dots, the, what's it called? This is honeycomb, and the stripes. So obviously I've got some scraps left over, as well as a lot of other cardstock in this kit. So I thought I'd use that. I'm into circles at the moment. Circles make my life happy. I really, really like these circles. You know I use these all the time. They are the Stylish Shapes dies. 159183. So Itchy, Go, Q, Itchy, Hachi, Sun. Possibly, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, I used a selection of these dies, and I'm going to create a cute piece of artwork with some of the scraps and then some of the additional paper that's in the kit that I haven't used. I bought the paper with the sticker sheet, okay, because I like the words and stuff. So here we go. Let's make this cute little card, quick and easy. It is steamy up here, and so we want to make life as easy as we possibly can, right? And you don't need to hear me rattle on all evening. Yes, you do, but you don't. But I'm going to hopefully show you some tips. Okay, this is one of the papers in the kit that I didn't use. It's little dots on the back. And most of these papers in this kit have got a black accent on the back. So if you are not fussed for the stripes or the honeycomb, or you want another accent, let me turn the other little circle over that I've got. You can see there's a selection of black and white images. Why do I like this? Because you can, if you've got scraps of this left after you've made a class, you can put this paper with pretty much any other kit, because black and white is just, will go with anything. Now you can see I've already cut my circles. I have these 3 circles cut out of the scraps of paper left over from the class. And again, as I said, I use these Stylish Shape dies. We use the itty bitty one for that one. We use number 3, so we use number 1, which is the smallest, number 3, and then I think I used number 5, 1, 3 and 5, okay, so 2, 4 and 6 are still left on the sheet, okay, so those are the 3 dies that I used, 1, 3 and 5, okay, smallest, number 3, and then number 5. Okay, so if you have this set, you'll know which sizes I used. If you come to where you're placing an order and you're getting that product for free, that means that you qualify for my day crop for free, which we absolutely love that as well, don't we? Right, so we're going to add a little bit of ribbon, and don't be getting mad with me because I still have ribbon left and I'm still using it. So if you don't have this ribbon, this is Pool Party, and the reason I'm using it because Pool Party is in this kit, then choose another ribbon. You could use a white, you could use strawberry slush ribbon, you could use golden glow ribbon, so you could use anything you wanted. I've got a sparkle stuck to my arm. Again, the Chaos Goblin is strong tonight. Okay, I had a butterfly left from those dies that I used, and I had some words left from the sticker sheet, Good Days Ahead, and then I had a scrap of Lost Lagoon paper, and so that is die number 2. So 1, 2, 3 and 5, okay, those are the dies that I've used for this. Now what I'm looking for, which is cunningly disguised under here, is my sanding block. Okay, this is just a nail file. I have a sanding block. You can pick these up in the hardware store, or you could use it from the beauty supply store. This is just a sanding block for my nails, and I use it on my cardstock. All right, this piece of cardstock is 3 inches by 3 inches. It is the two-tone cardstock. I'm hoping you can see the difference. And I'm going to use the lighter side, and then I'm going to use my sanding block, and I am just going to very gently round in circles. doesn't matter that it's on my glass mat. It does matter that I blow my paper everywhere. Okay, let's just do it a little bit closer. Makes it a little bit easier. I'm just bending it just so it uses the center of the block, but you don't have to. You can just use it flat if you wish. And I'm going around in circles, and it just gives you that really smoky effect. If you don't like to use a sanding block, then don't. Or if you have an emery board or you want to go sandpaper, by going around in circles, you get that smoky, misty look. If you go up and down and then up and down, it's going to make it look like fabric. So you can get all sorts of different textures with this cardstock. So because it's got the white core, we've exposed it. You know, we tear it, but I like to sand it as well. So that's what I've done. So this was the darkest side. This is the lighter side, and then I've lightened it further by sanding it. So I hope that's a good idea for you. Okay, let's get some of these pieces down before I move them. The fan is going and it's blowing bits and pieces around. So here we go. And my stamp and seal is almost empty. I know it is. I've got a refill here on the desk somewhere. I just do not know where it is. So we may go to the, it's super sticky. Don't feel like you have to use it, you know, great big strips of it everywhere. You're going to waste your cardstock. It is so sticky. You don't need to waste it. And this card base, you could use a standard opening card base. I did a card base that opened this time. So my card base is 4.25 by 11. So that is Yonteni Go Kokeru Juichi, and it is scored at 5.5. Go Ten Go. So that's my card base. Standard card size, just a different fold. All right, here we go with the 3x3 Sun Inches Kokeru Sun Inches. 3x3 square. I use my glass mat. I love my glass mat because you can sand on it and it doesn't damage it, right? And we're going to come in about 1/2 inch from the bottom. Now, one of the things I didn't do when I was on a standard card, I tied ribbon around it. So I told you this is super sticky. So we are now going to try and be very careful. And because I only put adhesive down the sides, this might actually work. See? I haven't lost the art of chaos since I was away. I got back on Friday night. I saw my mama. I spent the week with her, and I actually took a couple of days out and I went down to Hever Castle, which is in Kent. And it was about, I don't know, 2 hours, 40 minutes, 2.5, something like that, hours from Mum's. And I, look at that, I am brilliant. Look, perfect. And I went to, like I said, I went to Hever Castle. Why? It is the home of the Boleyn family, as in Anne Boleyn, she who Henry VIII cut her head off. She was his second wife. And I went to visit because she was beheaded on the 19th of May. And on the 19th of May, every year, they open her Book of Hours, which is a prayer book, essentially. And on the page in her prayer book, she actually signed her name. So she died 490 years ago. So I saw her book on the 490th anniversary of her beheading. And it was really cool, actually. It was really cool to see that. It's been on my bucket list to go to Hever Castle. The gardens were beautiful. I also saw my niece. I saw my great nephews. I have 2 brand new great nephews, babies. One is 15 months and one is 8 months. So I got to see them. I spent some time with my existing great nephew. He's almost 6. So there was a lot of family time. And of course I was staying with Mama, who is almost 94. She'll be 94 in a couple of weeks' time. So I spent the time with her, which was just lovely. And we had a great time. I caught up with some friends, my sister-in-law. All in all, a great trip. Okay, there's that. I'm going to take that tiny little circle, and even though it's got the dots on, I'm actually going to tuck those dots out of the way because I don't want any distraction. All right, we have a larger circle here, and I picked this peachy colour because it's the same colour as this, but I'm actually going to pop it up on 3D foam tape when I can find my 3D foam tape. So yeah, so I leave for where? For Alaska on Sunday for the incentive trip that I've earned. Less than 1% of the company worldwide earn this trip, so I'm very excited to go on it. I am excited to see my friends from around the world who have also earned this trip. So it is going to be a great time. And then I will be back on the Monday night. I will see you on the Tuesday. So I'm going to be missing Tuesday next week because I'm going to be in Alaska. But I will be back the following week and be getting ready to go to, it's Illinois, but it's almost Missouri. I'm going to be at a stamping show down there. And so if you live in that area, come and see me. It's near the Gateway Center. If you know where that is, that's where I will be. I am not familiar with that end of the world. So if you live in that area, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And so I will be there at that event, which I'm very excited about. It's a new event for me. The lady's been holding it for the last I think this is the 5th year that she's been holding it. So I'm excited to go and meet some new friends. All right, so we have good days ahead. So let's see where we want to put this. Good days ahead. We're going to put in the butterfly here. Okay, and because this is stiff, can you see how stiff that is? Absolutely fabulous. I'm just going to put a little bit of 3D stamping dimensionals on the back of this because it's stiff enough that it won't bend. And I'm going to use just the skinniest piece of 3D foam tape. And I love being able to cut it to size. I really do. Ugh, don't need that bit. Okay, let's get this butterfly stuck down. I am going to add some Wink of Stella to him in a minute, but let's get it stuck down first. Yes, I like that. Okay, so we don't like that there. So, yep, we'll have them in a straight line, and then we'll add some gems. Of course we're going to add some gems. Would it be a Sarah project if we didn't add some gems? Okay. And I'm also going to add... So I told you, using up small pieces of, ooh, that is so not straight. Okay, hang on, please hold. Just lift that bit up a bit. Let's try and get these on straighter. Okay, new glasses should be ready in a couple of days, and we can't wait, right? Okay, let's just see if we can slide this bow up a little bit without damaging the paper. No, it's not going to move. That's okay. Okay, I do like to add layer up ribbon. This is a piece of the Pool Party cord. Don't ask me when it was available. It's been a hot minute, but I still had some left and I just wanted to use it. It may still be on clearance. You'll have to check it out, but don't get mad with me if it's gone out. You know that when things go on to Last Chance, they go really fast. So if you see something on Last Chance, don't wait. Get it when you see it, if you love it, because if you leave it, it will be gone and then you'll be mad with yourself. But I love that, just layering those pieces up. Okay, we need to move this butterfly across a bit. I know I've stuck him down, but he needs to be lifted up. And we'll move him. No, I do like him up in the air. There, we'll put him there. All right, so if I was Wink of Stella, where would I be? I would be somewhere in the back. You'll be so proud of me, you can almost see my desk. Right, very nearly. Okay, so he's still stuck under that ribbon. That's okay. So because he's up in the air, it makes it easy to colour him in. Now, if I was going to glue him flat to my card, then I would what? I would have painted him first. But because he's in the air, even if I go off the edge, it doesn't matter because I'm in the air. if he was glued flat to the card. Obviously, if I went off the butterfly, it would be all over the back of my card, which would not be so good. So that's why I'm doing this now. Okay, would it have been easier to paint him when he's flat on the floor on a piece of scrap paper? Absolutely, it would have been. But hey, if there's a difficult way to do it, you know I'm going to find it. Would you expect anything less? How stinking cute is that? All right, let's find some gems. I've got gems for days. Right, now I have gems that are left over from kits. I love our card kits. I love Paper Pumpkin and I love our card kits. Why? Because there are always a few gems left over. And so it means that you can use them on your projects. So let's put some butterflies. Be careful if you've got an animal or a butterfly or a bird that you don't put a gem directly underneath. Otherwise it looks like it's pooping gems. This is not a look you want. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is a look you want, but for me, not so much. But just those 3 little stars. How cute is that? I think it's adorable. Now, I'm going to show you another version that I did. Again, using the scraps left over from the card. Sorry, from my project. And this time, this is almost the same card. This paper is the flipped over, and I used the dot side. So this is the same paper. I just flipped it over, and look at the difference it makes to the card. That twine needs to be just a whisker shorter. There we go, that's better. Again, I used one of those black accent pieces, some gems, again, left over from a kit. Make sure you use them all up. Same paper, and then I used the stripe. I couldn't use the stripe on here. It was way too much with this background and this background. It was too much. So just a little bit of the stripe, and then I used the plain card paper. This is actually the same paper as this. So these are the same. These are the same. This is the same. This is the same. Just a different stripe and flipping over the paper because it's the black and white side, not the leaf side. So the same card. I hope you really like it. Make sure you comment on it. I am going to give away one of these cards. So please comment on this video. You've got to comment and you have to tell me that you are sharing this video. Make sure you share it. I can see the shares, and then I will give this card away. Okay? So make sure you join me not on Tuesday, but 2 Tuesdays time. I'm sorry, I'm gone again. But I will be in Alaska. If I see a whale, I'll send you a photo. All right, my friends, I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye, my loves.